What is up, guys? It's your boy Soggy here. Today I'm bringing you another gameplay video. It is league play. I go in solo. Slums Hardpoint. Sorry about that. I recorded a lot of gameplay, so there's a lot of stuff going on in my head. But I think I dropped 39 kills. Not too sure about the deaths. I think it's 17 deaths. Don't quote me on that though. It's sort of like my diagnosis of like hardpoint positions and slang in hardpoint, and I think like there's sort of like another hardpoint role that's not stated. I call it like hybrid because you're roaming around the map and slang at the same time. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop talking now, and I'll catch you after the cut.
Hardpoint.
Okay, so like I said, this is Hardpoint on Slums in league play. I go in solo, so yeah. Solo league play is a little bit harder, I think, because, well, A, you're not with your friends. I mean, even with your friends, it's not like as good as being with a team, but at least you have someone to like work with and talk to. In this game, people don't have the mics in, so I'm kind of just playing off the radar and trying to figure out what they're doing by their movements, which is kind of hard to do, especially if they're bad. I do pretty well this game. Excuse like the theater recording, it makes some stuff look weird. So some of my shots look like they're not hitting the person, but they really are in game. It's just theater is like right there. Theater is just bad sometimes. It doesn't matter though. And this is my first game actually using the A94 in a very long time, so my shot's off in certain long-range situations. I'm not really too sure about my strategy with the gun yet, because if you didn't know, I think you can go to charlieintel.com or COD Wiki or whatever to see all the data about the guns. I don't know. The data about the guns. A94 shoots its first 2 rounds at a faster rate, so I don't know if the kill time is faster when you burst it, or if you burst it really fast, but then there's like the pause between when your trigger shoots, and that makes it for a weird recoil pattern. So I just have to spend some time trying to master the gun, because the M8 is just not fun for me in certain situations, especially when I have a bad host, or when someone else is hosting and my host is bad. My shots just don't kill people. Like, I see people with the M8 just one burst people and just melt people's faces, but it doesn't work for me. So yeah, that's just about my gun and stuff and my choices. And I also like using a pistol on my assault rifle classes as well, because the assault rifles have a little bit of a faster, slower reload time than the submachine guns. So I like having the pistol and just having the versatility to get that quick kill if I need to switch to my pistol. For pistols, some people use the Cat 40 still. I know that was really popular at a certain time. I took sort of like a small break because my team lost a 4th when the Cat 40 was really big. Now it's not. I just stick to the B23R. There's also the TAC 45, which kills pretty fast in pubs, but whenever I try to use it in competitive or league play, it just doesn't work for me. I don't know why. Yeah, so this is about hybrid slang. I think I sort of use this I play this role in Hardpoint. You'll see me in this game, like, I'm not anchoring, but I'm still using an AR, and at the same time, like, I'll hold down positions, as well as sort of like, see, it's hard to describe because it's not really defined yet. I feel like I'm the first person to actually like give this a name. I'm sort of roaming around the map, just cutting off certain parts, holding down power positions, going in the hardpoint if my team needs me to break or go in. I really don't like doing that with an AR, but sometimes it's necessary. You'll get shredded by SMGs close range sometimes. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy the gameplay. And I'm just going to talk about what I'm doing in the game. So you'll see me a lot of times, I just find cutoffs, look where my teammates aren't looking, like right here, that area of the map grave was uncovered, so I went back there. I go in the hardpoint. I like being on this hardpoint with an AR because you can watch that line of sight down bricks. And it gives you sort of an advantage with an AR as opposed to an SMG on that line of sight because you can hit your shots. I almost had this I would have had like a 3-piece there, but I didn't shoot in time. And I was off host in this game, definitely, so you get killed faster. Blue, for those of you playing Hardpoint and those of you who want to succeed in Hardpoint, blue on this map, blue is the key. Blue is that room I just died in. Blue pretty much controls the first 2 hardpoints, because if you have control of that room, you'll definitely get spawned. It's not like the anchor per se, but if you cut off everyone there from their spawn, you will have a much easier time controlling the hardpoint. And I definitely should have been standing on this head glitch like a lot faster. I should have been eating that space. You'll see me in the beginning of the gameplay, I sort of stayed back because I don't have like tac mask or flak jacket on to cover me from grenades, but yeah, I should eat up that space to make the shots for me easier so they can't go behind this wall and sort of just try to camp me out off my spot, but I play pretty well. Yeah, so for the first center hardpoint, this middle statue, circle, fountain thing, I don't really know what it is, we just call it statue. That's my call for it. And the back hardpoint, if you hold down blue, it makes it so much easier. And you'll see me do this right here. I shouldn't have died there, I choked that shot. And okay, so I'm placing on a sentry. I remember dying here. Yep. One thing I want to talk about is like knowing your role. In solo league play, obviously you don't have as much of a role, but when you're with a team, like you should concentrate on, like if you're playing hybrid, you're playing anchor, you're playing whatever, just make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, because it makes your teammates' jobs easier. So if let's say you're in CTF and you're not slaying very well, like if you're not performing with your role, it makes it so much harder to cap flags, so much harder for your OBJs to do their job as well. And that's what I like about like team-based games in general, is that you really have to rely on your teammates sometimes, and some things are some things are out of your control. You can carry a lot, but I mean you can carry a lot from the Slayer thing. With the OBJ, you can kind of sneak around, but it doesn't really work out sometimes if your Slayers aren't slaying. And if you just can't hit your shots or something's up, just try to, like, don't complain. I hate that. Like, I mean, everyone has a tendency, like, you'll just, like, yell, like, oh, what the F, that was a bad connection, or whatever. I just got melted by that scorpion. But try your best to make sure you get callouts, and make sure you're not being a whiny bitch, because if you're doing that, it makes it a lot harder for other players to focus, and it's just not cool. And I mean, everyone complains sometimes, but don't be overly dramatic about it. Like certain like certain pro players on their streams. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy the couple minutes left on this gameplay. I really don't like to give you like just time without me talking, but I pretty much covered everything I need to cover. And yep, so I'll catch you guys on another commentary. Also, if you want to talk about MLG Anaheim, you want to have like a community place to discuss COD with people, go to Reddit on the subreddit r/COD competitive. If you're a douche and you're just like an immature person, like don't go there, because Reddit, I like it as an internet community because it's generally mature. Like, it's not like YouTube comments, it's an actual place for discussion. I don't like Twitter, it's really fragmented, meaning that if you're not following someone, you don't see everything, and I just don't like Twitter, and it's unprofessional as well. Reddit, I mean, the community there takes pride in grammar and just not being a douche, so if you're a douche, stay away. But yeah, so on our COD competitive subreddit, there's an MLG Anaheim prediction and a discussion thing up, so I hope you guys check that out. Follow me on Twitter, and my live stream link will be in the description. So, peace out.